was telling you a story about how I came to where I am now. And then, but every time my pastor's wife would do, demons will go. Demons will scamper away. And all that is how I came. I had courage. They brought Felicia. You know my story with Felicia. They brought Felicia. And Felicia came with all my, and I've seen her do it now. They brought a new person. And as soon as I entered, and I knew Felicia was at the back, there was a man, La Paroko, Shepata, I just came, you know, she began to laugh. I'm not joking. She began to laugh. She laughed. She laughed. She laughed. And then she didn't just laugh. She called me in Igbo, Isho Buroko. And you know what Isho Buroko means? Stockfish head. And you know, I know now I understand that stockfish head. There's really nothing inside stockfish head. Do you understand what I'm saying? And she called me Isho Buroko. I was a child. I didn't have self-esteem. The devil did not care about my self-esteem. Every single faith I had in God, just doing the bah, I just shifted. Carrying my Bible, went and sat on the staircase. And not too long, my pastor's wife was coming up. And she said, why are you here? I didn't say anything. She said, why are you here? I didn't say anything. She said I should follow her. As I followed her, as I was coming in, Felicia had not seen her. Felicia was still a new mad recruit that they brought in. Felicia had not seen her. From where Felicia was, Felicia started shouting, hey, hey, hey. I said, what will make this mad girl that have not seen my pastor's wife to start shouting? Me that they saw. They saw me. They were laughing at me. Me, her that they did not see. Sense of God. This oily. Anyway, let me continue. And I asked my pastor's wife because he worried me. I was a little boy. I was probably 10 or maybe 11 or 9, between 9 and 11. I went and asked her. I say, Mama, I say, why does this girl see you and shout, and she will see me and laugh? Not just laugh, she will call me Isho Buroko, stockfish head. What am I not doing right? This was the way she summarized it. God bless her. God bless her memory. She died 2 years ago, or last year. When did she die? Last year, 2 years ago. And then she said to me, there are ashes on your altar. I went back and told my mother, what does it mean to have ashes on your altar? My mother said, is this thing that you cannot pray? You only pray when you go to church. That is your only problem. You only pray, you are only a believer when you go to church. Nothing has ever hurt me like this. He said, you only show yourself when you go to church. I realize that public display is not ministry. I understand that coming out and from that day till now, I cannot remember. I say with all humility under God, I don't care how other people are doing their own, but I'm doing my own out of encounter where I'm coming from. Those who are with me, my wife, everybody, everyone around me who has ever traveled with me, whether my biggest, if it is that time of the night, people of God, I have prayed for over 20 years of my life, from night till morning. People of God, because I understand nobody confronts the gate of hell with an empty prayer life. Am I communicating? Sense of God. The guy was told, when you come to Rachel's sepulcher, you will meet those two men that will say to you, remember, the two men will say, the three men will give, the third man, set of men, will make you become. And the most interesting thing about the three men is that they were going to be carrying three things. One will be carrying wine, another will be carrying kid, the other one will be carrying loaves. Now you're going to meet 3 men. You will not need everything that the 3 men are carrying. There's only one man sent to you. Sent of God. As we are sent to multiply, we're going to meet different people carrying different things, but we don't need all that they are carrying. There's only one person, there's only one the Lord has earmarked to send to you at every point in time. But this is where I'm going to stop this evening. And it says, when you get to the hill of God, the garrison of the Philistines, saints of God, it was called the hill of God. But I don't know that if you read with me that it had become the garrison of the Philistines. The word garrison, headquarter, military base of the Philistines. How can the hill of God become the headquarter of negativity? He said, when you get there, you will see a band of prophets, men like you. There is a new level to which you are going to wage the warfare. It will not be a warfare of God. As they are coming, Kadosia, make no mistakes, you are not the only one. So don't come and claim God is raising me, I am the only one. There are other men who are there. When you get there, join them and begin to prophesy. Join them and begin to, and the battle is Kopasha. I don't know whether this will offend your theology, but there are hills of God that have been lost to the garrison of the Philistines. I don't know whether it will offend your sensibility, but let me repeat one more time. There are hills of God that the Philistines are now the ones in charge of it. And God is saying, I'm looking out of Advance 2026 men who will go back. But this time around, they must have a prophetic word in their mouth. The Kuradia, Sabadia, they are going to go back to the Hikupalishia Zendea. Heaven bleeds when they see what used to be the hill of God. What used to be the hill of God become headquarter of negativity. Men who used to be God's voices saying things we don't understand. The hill of God becoming a headquarter of the, he said, I'm sending you there. You are going to find some men. They are going to be prophesying. And Kopalita Boloshiara, saints of God, how you know your company? They don't sit back to ask, who are you? They don't ask you, who are you? They don't ask you, where are you coming from? They don't ask you, are you speaking our language? Brother, let's do it. Sis, are you speaking our language? Are we in this together? Nobody looked at him. It was the outsiders that were asking, is Saul also among the prophets? But the kingdom men were not going to be bothered. We don't care what you know about Saul, but what we know is that his encounter is saying he's prophesying with us. And if he's prophesying with us, we are go paletoba erekade. The scripture did not say you will become another man and then you prophesy. The scripture says, as you prophesy, you will become another man. Saints, let us allow them prophesy. They will become another man. Forgive my use of English. I'm not sure it's correct, but let's let them. Let's bring them into the atmosphere that will make them become let's stop tasking them to become another man when we have not given them the privilege of staying in an atmosphere. My God.